welcome back to the kitchen of your favorite grocery store. I'm Executive Chef Brittany Hockey, and I have returning with me Lauren. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Of course.
For those of you who weren't here last time, I'm Lauren DeVries, OwnBrands Marketing Manager. Excited to be back with you and talk about the holidays.
It's crazy, right? Like, we're in the holiday season right now.
I can't believe that.
I feel like
it
this
came
is
way
the
too fast.
Fastest year of my life.
Yeah. I say that every year, though. Like, every year just goes faster and faster.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything that can actually like fully prepare you for the holidays.
No, there's really not.
Not at all. So holidays, it's a broad term. The holiday season. I mean, it's like a 4-month ordeal
Honestly.
Of holidays. Yeah. As, you know, like talking about it and stuff like that, really like holiday season is so different in everybody's household.
It is. Yeah.
Like for ours, I have a big Polish family. Like we're very loud, we're very fun, and there's a lot of us. But like in that, you know, we have our traditions. So
absolutely.
On the Polish side, it's like we always have, you know, our ham, turkeys, the traditional things. But then we also have our Polish sausage, kluski noodles, sweet and sour cabbage, like all of those items that like make it ours, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
So like in your family, do you guys have like a thing?
Oh, probably cookies, I would say. Like I grew up baking with my mom every year. We bake literally like hundreds of cookies, no joke. And bring them like to all our friends, our family. Now that I'm like working in the office, I bring them there and get to just share them with everyone. And it's like my favorite tradition. And it was great getting to like learn to bake from her growing up.
I hope I get a goodie basket.
Definitely.
That's one thing is even in culinary school, I did the baking side of it. And kind of we've talked about before, I don't have that sweet tooth. Like for me, like my guilty pleasure.
You need that for baking.
Yeah, it's going to be like that sweet and salty. So like one time somebody made cookies and it was like a peanut butter cookie, but it had like crumbled bacon on top. And then they drizzled like salty caramel over it.
That actually sounds good.
Right. So you had like your little bit of sweet from the cookie, but then you had your salty from the bacon and the, you know, butteriness from the caramel. It was the best cookie I think I've ever had in my life.
Yum.
I think that's the difference in the culinary world is there's a little bit more freedom when it comes to cooking, whereas baking is very precise.
Yeah, like if you're missing that baking soda, your cookie just doesn't turn out.
And that's probably why I don't like it because I don't like being told what to do. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so the holidays, I mean, it's different in every household for sure. Everybody has like their signature dishes, I feel like too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like yours, would you say is cookies?
Definitely. We have like my great grandma's recipe, a sugar cookie recipe, and we always make those every year, like no matter what. It's the typical, like you roll out the dough, you bake them, you frost them every year. But then we try and like change it up each year too with like a bunch of different new recipes, trying different flavors and seeing what's new.
I love that. And like our family, it's like the battle of the kluski noodle, like who can make the best noodles.
So you actually make the noodles.
Some family members do, some don't. It depends. I've removed myself from that battle and just let them have that. So mine is normally like the protein.
Okay.
So the
less
turkey,
competition.
Yeah, things like, and I love the turkey. So like a couple of years ago, because you know when you're making the turkey, I mean it's like the star of the show.
It is. You can't mess that one up.
But it takes so long. So it's like the morning of this holiday, you're trying to cook this turkey, you make it perfect, and it finally hit me where I was like, why am I not doing these the day before? So that's what I tell everybody now is, so what I do is, because in our family, to feed everyone, I do 2 to 3 turkeys, depending on the size.
You weren't kidding. You do have a really big family.
Including like the sausage and all the other things.
Yikes.
So with the turkey, I always, you know, roast them off the day before. I cool them, carve them, put them in pans with a little bit of like turkey stock.
Yeah.
And then I cover them in foil and then reheat them the day of.
That's so smart. I love that.
So then it's like, because again, even carving a turkey, it's not the easiest or prettiest thing at all.
Well, then you get to enjoy the actual holiday.
For sure.
Not have to mess with that. And
yeah. So that's kind of like my plug on like an easy helper for the holidays. Don't stress over the turkey. Just do it the day before. I promise it'll be just as great.
Oh, for sure. That's super nice.
Definitely. The other go-to and everybody's favorite's got to be charcuterie.
Oh, absolutely. You can't go wrong with that. What really any time of the year, but especially during the holidays.
On our island, it's almost like, have you seen like the grazing,
Like, yes,
the whole table, the grazing table?
I love those.
I feel like that's what it turns into, but I love it. And so now it's also fun because I've gotten the kids like interested in it too. So I've taught them how to do like the salami flour.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
And people think it's so difficult. So like the smaller the vessel, so if you're going to do it at home, take like a champagne flute.
Yep.
That's actually like the perfect size. Have your salami come to room temperature. Don't try to do it cold or
that
it won't
probably
hold
helps.
its shape.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you just wrap it in layers around your champagne flute and then just pop it upside down.
Yeah.
And pull the champagne flute out, and then you have a beautiful like salami flour.
Yum.
So that's always fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks so pretty too. And it looks like it's a difficult, hard thing to make, but really just layering it in there, it's super easy.
Right. Different cuts of cheeses and cheeses. I mean, you can never go wrong with any kind.
No, you can't.
So many ways to just do different things with charcuterie. And in OwnBrands, I mean, we have tons of items to incorporate into charcuterie.
Yeah, I mean, we have like pre-sliced like snacking cheese trays that you can buy, and they're like, there's ones that have like 4 varieties, or you can get like ones that just have like 1 variety in them, and you can take them out of the package or leave them in there to make it easy and just put it on your like charcuterie board. You don't have to cut up the cheese, which is really nice.
Yeah. So with the sweet and salty and all of that, you know, I mean, in a charcuterie board, you got to have all those elements covered.
Oh, absolutely.
So our finest reserve chocolates are definitely a good
sweet thing
item to add. And so out of like, what are the varieties, the main varieties in the chocolate?
We have so many different kinds. We have these like mint chocolate chip cookie bites, which are excellent. If you like mint. Do you?
Yes, yeah. I love mint.
Oh, they're so good. It's like a crunchy cookie in the middle, and there's chocolate on the outside, and they're like, there's a green one and a black one, so it's like a mix in the bag. So it's really pretty. So those are super good. But we've got dark chocolate covered almonds and dark chocolate espresso beans and chocolate covered raisins and raspberry creams and sea salt caramels, like everything you could think of or want.
So I mean, you gotta have that element in a charcuterie board for sure. And even on the deli side, the different dips and things like that to incorporate into those. Charcuterie is huge. So I always take like craft paper and just put it down and build it on that. It's
easy cleanup.
You gotta go with the easy cleanup in the holidays for sure. Like
absolutely
craft paper and like the foil pans.
Oh, yeah.
Are my best friend. For
and we have so many of those in the Our Family brand. We have literally every shape and size you could think of. We've got like the cake pan, the big roaster pan, and everything else in between. So it's super easy for the holidays. Some of them come with lids as well, so you can transport them to all of the holiday events and parties and just make that easy cleanup and a time saver.
I love it. So in the holidays, are you like a main dish fan, or are you like there for the sides?
Ooh, probably the sides. I love like just getting to try everything. Like I want to try a little of that, and my plate's a big pile of it all, and it's so good.
My husband wins the award for like best green bean casserole in the entire world. So he actually like fries his own onions. Makes his own like mushroom sauce for the green beans.
No way.
I'll give it to him. It's like the best green bean casserole I've ever had.
Wait, so you're a chef and your husband cooks like that?
Like, I don't know how it happened.
That's a good deal.
He like handles it and it's delicious. So
I need to try that. I haven't heard of anyone actually like making it like from scratch. Wow.
On our first 2 dates, so the first one he did a whole homemade sushi bar for me. Like we literally rolled our own sushi rolls at home.
Who
and
is
the
this
second
man?
one, he did like homemade fried chicken and all that, like from scratch.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I think I can handle this. Okay. So he like handles so much of the holidays too, which is like so helpful.
Awesome.
So within the realm of OwnBrands, the biggest thing is, you know, like when I go to somebody's house, I don't want to come empty-handed.
Oh, absolutely.
So I always try to put together like a fun little basket or just some kind of like gift for them as well. So the nice part in the stores is there's so many of those options.
Oh, absolutely.
So like if you were going to build like your perfect gift basket, like what kind of items would you want to put in it?
We have so many different things. It kind of depends on who you're gifting it to and like what their like preferences are. So you could go the sweet route with the Finest Reserve chocolates and do a variety of those, but you could also go the savory route and grab some of our nuts and trail mixes and things like that. We've got a lot of really great trail mixes. We've got like a Southwest one and like a Mountain Berry one. So whether you want like the more sweet, more spicy, there's something for both. But you could put together gift baskets as well for someone who's interested in like grilling. So we put together lots of those with the Finest Reserve barbecue sauces.
That's a great idea.
Even just grab a few of them.
Away from the holiday, but like as a gift,
all year
but
round,
like Father's Day.
Father's Day,
great ideas.
Birthdays, Well, and it's like a gift that can be used too, because gifts are hard. Like I know every year, like shopping for my dad is like, okay, he has every tool known to man. Like, what on earth am I going to get him?
Yeah.
And so doing food gifts, everyone likes food. Everyone has to eat. Like, it's just an easy solution and it makes a great gift.
It does. And I try to not make it like an exchange of a gift card.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes that's what it turns into, to where
it does.
Food makes everybody happy. So that's like, it is the perfect gift. I was reading this article the other day that said the most important people in your life that you can associate that person with 3 foods they've made or food experiences that you've had with them.
Interesting.
And like I really thought about it. And like as I'm thinking about that, I was like, it is true though. I mean, everybody important in my life, it's like I've thought about like somewhere I went to a restaurant with them or something they've prepared or I've prepared for them. And it's crazy how much, like, especially during the holiday time and you're around your family, I mean, it's all that great food is what brings everybody together.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I never thought about it that way, but totally. I mean, that's like my mom and the sugar cookies and learning to bake from her. And that has impacted like my whole life. I mean, I love to bake now because of that.
But just associating, every important person in your life with a food experience. So I loved that because it really did make sense.
That's really cool. I like that.
Finest Reserve, all of those things. I mean, they are just there to make your holidays easier. And, you know, between like seasonings, sauces, all of those items. But then there's also those people like I know that don't like cooking their meal. So within all of our stores, I mean, now it's so convenient. You can just go to the deli and order a whole meal that's already prepared for you and all you have to do is warm it up.
Right? I know. That's great. That's like unbeatable. I mean, who wouldn't love that? It's made for you. You just throw it in the oven and that's dinner.
Yeah. And I know there's like different sizes and things like that. We've really worked hard to make it like all the quality ingredients, easy to pick up, easy to warm, all of those things. So I mean, we're not all, you know, the best at cooking, and I totally get that. We're here for you. So you can just go pick it up from the store.
For sure. Yeah. Do you have a favorite one?
Of the meals?
Yeah.
So, I'm going to go with, like, I do absolutely love our mashed potatoes and gravy.
They're good.
They are so good. They're creamy. They have great flavor. Even the gravy itself has great flavor. I mean, like, to think of going to a store and getting like that quality of mashed potatoes and gravy, and you can't have a holiday without mashed potatoes and gravy.
Absolutely. And mashed potatoes take some work unless you're doing like instant from the box, which we do have, and those are great. Yeah. But to mash your own potatoes, it takes some time. But being able to just pick it up, have it ready to go with that gravy, I mean, that's unbeatable.
And I do the ricer when I make potatoes at home, so they're super smooth. And then like the key is the Boursin garlic and herb cheese.
You put that in the potatoes.
In the mashed potatoes. So then it adds that just extra level of flavor and savoriness.
Be so good. I need to try that. Yum.
It's amazing. I promise. Like, it's the best thing ever is that Boursin.
You're making me hungry.
I know. And like, it's like carb overload.
That's the best. I couldn't live without carbs.
It's like in our family, it's like, you got to have, you know, the noodles and all that. But then it's like the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, the potatoes, the stuffing, the rolls. Yes. All of it.
Well, it's holiday season. We have a lot to do.
We do.
And I thank you so much for like coming in, hanging out with me
thanks
today.
For having me.
Talking all things holiday. I like to end with 3 rapid questions.
Oh.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Neither.
Okay. Drink of choice or
Uh,
soda?
Can I pick water?
Okay. If I had to pick one, though, I'm a Coca-Cola girl.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
I know people who like drink Coca-Cola and Pepsi, like they're very like tied to one or the other.
We're different people. All right. And favorite color?
Sage green.
Okay. Yellow.
Okay.
And red, I would say. Those are my two. But yellow is like, it's just such a happy color.
It is a happy color.
Uh-huh.
So like what shade of red?
Like
Our family red?
Like red. Yeah.
Okay.
I like it. I love red.
Okay, what's the third question?
Okay. Favorite style of pizza?
Oh. It depends on the day. It totally depends on the day. Like I love a good like Chicago deep dish pizza.
I'm there with
but
you.
But like a Naples like thin crust is great too.
Chicago style is like near and dear to my heart. Like I love it. I can't
good.
venture away from that. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Thanks for having me. Have a great holiday season.
You as well. Thank you all for joining us today. If you loved this episode, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here in the kitchen next time.